So you want to build a steam engine that doesn't require any fuel. As you can see, this steam engine only requires 8 campfires, but you don't need to refuel it. The pumps also work automatically, so it only uses 6% of the total force to move these pumps and displace the water into the steam engine. It has 15,000 SU units, so stress units, and if you don't know what that means, that's the amount of energy this steam engine produces, and the stress units are also being used when you build machines like that. Everything you need for this build is in this chest. You can pause the video and gather the resources, or just watch me build it. Well, let's start building the steam engine. Now, I'm using glass, you don't have to, I just like it better. So we can start with the campfires, that's the most easiest part. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the exact same thing on the other side. Now you already can enclose it with glass. I will not do it because it's easier to install the pump when you don't put glass already. So let's take steam engine, or steam boiler as I should say. Or a tank. My mistake. They always have the same name. Also, as you can see, I'm not playing on create only. I'm using multiple mods, so that's that. Well, then you stack 4 tanks on each campfire, so 3, 4. Now what you have now is 8 tanks, but we want steam engines. So then you take a steam engine, and when you place it on the tank, it automatically makes it a steam engine. So let's do that. So now you have 8 steam engines. But of course it doesn't work because they have fuel, but they don't have water. So we can fix that by placing pipes, not here, but here, and then one at this angle. That's very important because what we're going to do now is make an infinite water source and then place a pump. Now we're gonna do that later, but when the steam engine generates force, we're gonna take a little bit of that force and power the pump. So everything will work automatically and you don't have to do anything, and you will always have power. Now, because we have the pump and this pump needs to be powered by the steam engine itself, we need to first make the power output. So you can do that by using shafts. When you click with a shaft on the steam engine, you will make a power output. Then it's important to connect everything, because otherwise you're only going to use one section of the steam engine, and we of course don't want that. By using this gear, we can connect the whole steam engine. Now don't forget that we also need to connect the front and back side. Now this one we're gonna leave empty, and I'm gonna explain in a minute. So everything is connected, only this one isn't connected. But instead of using a shaft, we're going to use a gearbox. Reason why we use a gearbox is because we need this power output to go down, because eventually it will go to the pump. Now let's make the connection to the pump. It seems very difficult if you never have done this before, but it's not that difficult. So let's begin by placing some gears on this side. Then we make it longer with some shafts, and then we use a vertical gearbox and a transmission. Now a transmission does need a big gear, so I think they are called coke gear. Yes. Now I always set the settings to, let me look very quick, I already did this, so just to the maximum. There. Now, this is connected, and this is also connected. Now we only need to connect this one, and we can do this very easily by, I think I did this like this, yes. And now, because of course when you have the little ones don't work, but the big ones can be assembled in an angle. And if we connect this one, everything is done. Now you can ask yourself, why is it not working? And the simple question is, we only need water, because there isn't water in it. So the moment there is water in it, the steam engine will work, and then the pump will work, and then water will go in automatically. So, as you can see, it works. Now, let's finish this build. We're gonna put, or at least I'm gonna put glass. I don't know what you're gonna do. But again, you can choose whatever you want. You can also build a little home around this steam engine. I do like seeing this steam engine. I think it's a nice detailed build, definitely for a village. So, but if you want to know how much stress units this is making or outputting, you can just use a stressometer. Doesn't matter where you place it, you can place it here. And you can see it outputs around 15,000 SU, and it's only using 6% to power itself. Now again, you never have to refuel this steam engine, because it does it all by itself. As you can see, the most expensive part of this is this transmission part, so a rotation speed controller. But that's only the only part that's pretty expensive. The rest is pretty easy to build and pretty easy to craft. Well, that was that. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned how to build a generator. Let me know if you want to see something else, and drop a like and maybe a follow if you're interested.